Hello. Have you ever scrolled through your feed, looked at someone's perfect vacation, their flawless relationship, or their constant career wins, and wondered, is this actually real? Or maybe you have felt a strange pressure to tweak your own photos just a little bit before posting. Today, we are going to look beneath the surface. We are not here to judge, but to understand. Let's dive into the psychology of why people lie, exaggerate, and curate their lives on social media. To understand this behavior, we first have to look at a concept in psychology known as the idealized self. In the mid-20th century, the psychologist Carl Rogers suggested that humans have two versions of themselves. The real self, which is who we actually are with all our flaws and messy routines, and the ideal self, which is who we wish we were. Social media has become the ultimate tool for bridging that gap. When someone posts a photo that is heavily edited or stages a scene that implies a luxury lifestyle, they aren't necessarily trying to trick you maliciously. They are often trying to convince themselves they are performing their ideal self. The platform allows them to construct a reality where they are that successful, happy person, even if just for the moment the photo is taken. If you find this psychological breakdown interesting so far, consider hitting the like button. It helps the algorithm understand that deep dives into human behavior are worth sharing with more people. Now, let's talk about the chemical driver behind this, dopamine. We have all heard of it, but its role in digital deception is profound. Every like, comment, and share acts as a form of social validation. When a truthful, boring post gets 10 likes, but an exaggerated, exciting story gets 200, the brain learns a lesson. It learns that the enhanced version of reality is rewarded. This creates a feedback loop. To maintain that level of validation, the stories need to get better, the photos need to look sharper, and the lifestyle needs to appear more lavish. It becomes a trap where the person feels they can no longer afford to be ordinary. Another major factor is social comparison theory. Originally proposed by Leon Festinger, this theory states that individuals determine their own social and personal worth based on how they stack up against others. In the digital age, this comparison is constant and global. We are no longer comparing ourselves just to our neighbors, but to the top 1% of the world. When someone feels they are falling behind in this comparison, lying becomes a defense mechanism. It is a shield against feelings of inadequacy. By fabricating an achievement or a lifestyle, they are essentially trying to level the playing field in their own minds. They are signaling to the tribe that they are still relevant and successful. If you enjoy exploring the hidden reasons behind why we do what we do, you might want to subscribe to the channel. We explore these dynamics regularly, and having you here adds a lot to the conversation. There is also a fascinating phenomenon called memory conformity. Sometimes the lie isn't entirely a lie to the person telling it anymore. Psychological studies suggest that our memories are malleable. If someone stages a photo to look like they were having the time of their lives at a party, even if they were actually bored and anxious, looking back at that photo years later can actually rewrite their memory of the event. They begin to remember the moment as it was posted, not as it was lived. The digital record becomes the truth. Finally, we must consider the lack of nonverbal cues. See, in face-to-face communication, lying is stressful. You have to control your voice, your hands, and your eye contact. On social media, all that pressure is gone. You have time to edit, delete, and rewrite. This lowers the psychological barrier to dishonesty. It makes it easy to curate a persona that is detached from reality because there is no immediate friction It is a safe space to experiment with who we want to be rather than accepting who we are. So where does this leave us? It is easy to look at influencers or even friends and feel frustrated by the deception, but usually these online lies are not born out of malice. They are born out of insecurity, a need for connection, and a desire to be seen as worthy. It is a very human response to a very digital pressure. If this video helped you understand the psychology behind the screen a little better or gave you a new perspective on your own feed, please leave a like or share it with someone who might find it useful. It really helps support the channel. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.